I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, okay?
I'll grab you.
Okay. Fuck out of here. I took my shoes off, guys. I'm leaving the hell out of here.
Hey, gorgeous people, how y'all doing today? Mara David, and thank you all so much for tuning in. Another interesting video. So I saw this woman running. She was literally running away from a date. I'm like, what is going on? Like, please give us the tea. Because I cannot just imagine you run like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Definitely, the man, the person must be terrible. Must be terrible. She shared the story of why she was running from a date, which was quite interesting. I love her storytelling. She was explaining everything. Like I can actually imagine myself being there. She met this man in a dating app and decided to see at one particular place. They walked for miles. They walked. So she was walking on that hills to get to a place that was not even worth it. Let me run the video for you all to watch. And I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
I bet you guys are wondering how I got there. Well, first, let me explain. I met this guy on BOK. I know you guys don't say BOK, but I met him on BOK. He seemed pretty cool, and then he was the one putting more pressure on me. So he was like, hey, let's go to Chili's and let's go to a beach. I said, bet. He later changed it and said that he wants to go downtown and he wants to, go to a boat show. That sounds fun. So I said, okay. The day of the date, I'm doing my makeup and everything. He changed the time 3 times. 7, 8, and 8:30. I really didn't have an issue on it because it does take me a while to get ready. I wasn't even tripping off of it. So I told him, hey, what's the address of the place? Because he just said downtown. He didn't tell me a specific address. He said, oh, my bad, I forgot. So he sent me the address. It was 40 minutes away. I said, damn. But I still went because, I'm like, I want to have fun. I was looking cute. Insert picture. So, yeah, I wanted to go. So I drove, and it was downtown on a Saturday. So it was busy. So it was busy. And they had to pay to park. I parked $25 for 2 hours. I sucked it up, paid the $25. I was waiting. Mind you, I was on live talking to my people and everything. Minutes were passing by. And then 30 minutes. And everyone on live's like, just go, just go. I just wanted to stay because I'm like, I look good. I paid for parking. I know I shouldn't, but I did. And then I was like, I stayed an hour passed by. He was an hour late. So he called me. And that time I was about to go. He called me. He said, hey, I'm here, but I'm paying for parking, but my car declined. What are you calling me for that? I don't know what to tell you. But I told him, hey, just park near my area. The machine works at that. So he was blaming it on the machine. He came in, he parked, and then he gave me a hug. I already felt bad vibes from him. Mind you, I'm 5'4". This guy, with heels, I was wearing kitten heels, and I was taller than him. So I gave him a hug. He said, oh, you look beautiful. I said, thank you. And we were walking to the destination that he gave me, to go. So I go out, and he's like, we're walking. He was like, you're Miss Questions. What he meant by that is because when I first met him on the app, I asked him what's his nationality. He told me that was an odd question to ask, it didn't make sense. So I did. I said, yes, I'm Miss Questions. Why was that such a bad question to ask you? He said it was very personal, and I'm not used to people asking me that question from that. I said, okay, so what question would you ask? Well, I probably would ask, a appropriate question would be if I was an unaliver, or if I was, if I went to jail. I told him, but me asking your nationality was wrong. He said, yeah, that was kind of off. I said, okay, you're right, Candy, you're right, I'm wrong. So we walking, right? We see a CVS. And he's like, let me stop by there for a second. So I'm like, okay, never went to a CVS during a date, but whatever. I'm walking, he stopped by the door. He's like, Miss Questions, you about to ask me if I was going to open the door for you. I said, no, the door is automatic. Why would I ask you that question? I could just read minds. It's something about me. I could do that. Oh, you can read minds. Okay, so this man is cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs. Okay. I said, wow, you can read minds. Wow, you're special. You're really, really special. You're the chosen one, aren't you? Yeah. That's not the first time I heard that. I am. So he walks in the aisle. He picks up some lip chap. He walks to the self-check. He asked me, actually before that he asked me, do you want me to get you anything? I should have said yes, just to see. I should have said yes, but I said no, because he already couldn't pay $5 for parking. I should have said yes, but I said no. He said, suit yourself. So he walks to the self-checkout, and he scans the lip chap. It was $5.49, and the checkout was like, thank you, but your card has declined. Guys, the embarrassment on my face. I'm looking around. I look at my left. I see a woman holding her husband tight. Oh dear, we need to get out of here. Too much brokies. Oh Lord. I'm like, no, I'm not a part. I just met him. Girl, I walked towards him. I said, hey, do you need help? I have money in my car. I can go and help you. I was gonna pay for this man. I was planning to go in my car and drive off. But he's like, no, I got it. So he transferred $2 from his Cash App to his main bank and paid for the lip chap. And he was walking, and I was walking to the address that he told us. He said, no, that's not the right place. I wanted to show you something, a real nice place, beautiful. I said, okay. We walked for a mile. A mile. During the walk, he was like, I was wearing heels, I was wearing heels, by the way. He was like, oh, you know, if you're tired, I can carry you. Nigga, you are 4'2" on a good day. You gonna carry me? I said, I'm being polite. I'm like, no, you're good. You're good. So we're walking, right? We finally reached the destination. The place looks run down. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is the aesthetic. He gave the bouncer his ID. The bouncer got a light, said, okay, it was my turn. I'm looking through my purse. This man puts his hands around me and says, nah, we look alike. She don't need her ID. The bouncer looking at him like, sir, I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke, but I still need her ID. I was looking at the bouncer like, help me. So we proceed. He checked my ID, went through. We proceed to go inside. The place looks like a rusted barn. You know, people have that aesthetic. So I'm like, well, he's like, nah, the back is where it's at. So we go to the back. It looks like somebody's typical backyard. Nothing special. A mile to walk for this? I didn't get it. I was like, oh, wow. I'm going to insert the picture of the place right here. No offense to the place, and it was a lot of, no offense too, but it was a lot of, so I'm seeing people kissing their dogs in the mouth. I'm seeing people fighting over who's going to put raisins on a potato salad. I don't know what's happening. I'm sitting down, and then he was telling me why he was late. He said he was late because his little cousin, they found empty shell bullets around the area. I said, okay, this man is dangerous. I need to leave. I was like, for real? Wow. And then mind you, this man had an open wound in his hand. So he had like a cloth over his hand. I kind of just realized it now when we were sitting down. He had a cloth over his hands. He was sitting down, relaxing and looking at the scenery. He was telling me, you know how broke men are. This is the broke man. This is what they always do. He was like, if I had money, I'll buy the whole establishment and flip it. You know how broke men are. They always want to buy something and then flip it. If they had money, only if they had the money, they would have bought this and this and changed it to it. One thing I can tell them, they got big dreams. If I've got all this, I would have flipped it and turned it into like a restaurant. Ooh, if only I had money. That's literally, and I was like, oh, really? I believe in you. I don't believe in you. I know. And then he was like, you ready? You want to drink? I said, no, I told you beforehand. I told him several times, I don't drink. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I'm a real big girl. If it doesn't taste good, I'm not drinking it. And alcohol doesn't taste good. Now you give me some juice or soda or anything sugar, I'm going to drink it. But I'm not drinking alcohol. And I said, no, I'm good. He's like, man, I said, I'm sorry to be a party pooper. When you say that, I said that, I thought he was going to joke around and be like, no, you're not a party pooper. We can still have fun. He's like, yeah, you are a party pooper. Man, you are. I said, I know he's not delayed and sassy. I said, I don't need alcohol to have fun. Well, you kind of do. By the judge of that, it seemed like you do. He's trying to use reverse psychology. But to do that, you need more than one brain cell. And you barely got that. And I was like, okay, I just need to go. I'm not going to argue with somebody who had to get like 5 extra classes in high school. So I'm good. I'm good off of that. I said, oh, really? Okay. And he was just kind of pressuring me to drink. I don't want to drink. So I told him, oh, let me go to the bathroom. Find out if they have food here, okay? I'll be right back. I grabbed my keys. I grabbed my wallet. I even looked back to see if I missed anything. And I was walking to the entrance, the exit. I looked back at him. I'm like, bye. He was like, bye. And I'm walking. Guys, when I told you I took off my shoes and I ran out. When I ran out, I saw the bouncer. He stood up and started clapping. I saw everybody around me just stop what they're doing and just, yeah. Guys, I ran like Tina Turner out of there. I ran. If you're seeing this, do better.
For someone that is arguing for just $5 to park his car, you should know. You should know already. Like that was when she was like, $5 to park your car, and you're complaining. You have a date. Mm? And the way it was sounding and everything shows red flag. You or I hate men that does not even try. You're meeting somebody for the first time. You're not even trying to have a good impression to make the person want to think about you. At the end of the day, you're not even trying to, at least, even if you don't have money, borrow money, because you're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet someone you'll be talking to on the phone for the very first time. It's your first date. I believe first date should be like a very cool time, memorable time, because you would definitely remember that first date with that person. What if both of you end up together? You remember the first time you met, you remember the first time you went out or you saw. Those are days, or those are things that you have to make you worth it. But fighting over $5 for parking spot, that is number one. Then you allowed your date to work for miles. The way he was talking, like dating app. To be honest, are they actually reasonable people on that dating app? Are they reasonable people on that dating app? Because it looks like everybody that comes out to talk about how they meet somebody on dating app is always a disaster. Please, I need good stories on dating app, because I feel like dating app is just those things that they're just everywhere on that dating app, because probably they are afraid to meet you in person. They're afraid to come and talk to you when they see you. So they'll go and hide inside one dating app and put one, I just write something just to attract women and waste your time. Imagine you do full face makeup, you laid your edges, you laid your frontal, you wore your heels, you snatched your body. So for this kind of dates, ah, what a waste. What a waste. Like, oh God, I'm not surprised anyway. These are what these men want. They just want women to just, and now it's going to come out. I just feel like it's going to look, if you see this video, it might want to be like, she's gonna die alone, she's gonna die single, she selects a lot. They'll start insulting her and say she's going to die alone. That is what they do. They don't want to up their game. They want to still remain in that low level kind of thing. I want you to meet them at that low level, if that makes sense. What is your take? Let me know your thought down in the comment section. Check out Maria Davis, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.